Yeah, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this mic on? Is this mic on? Hey, listen, man, it's the one and only trendsetter DJ Sense, and you're listening to CockTales, dirty discussions with Kiki and Medinah Monroe. Yeah.
Today's cocktail is called Slippery When Lit. So this is what you need. 2 ounces of Sir Davis whiskey. We're still on the Sir Davis this week. 0.7 ounces of peach liqueur. A half ounce of fresh lemon juice. A half ounce of brown sugar simple syrup, or you can do regular simple syrup. 1 dash of Angostura bitters. 1 spritz of rose water. That sounds rich. And this is optional, but I would do this. A splash of ginger liqueur. That sounds tasty. And you're going to garnish this with a lemon twist. And this is how you're going to make it. You're going to add all the ingredients into your shaker with some ice. Shake it like you're trying to block his number for good this time. We done with him. Stop it. Strain it into a coupe or a rocks glass over fresh ice, and then spritz it again with your rose water to finish. And enjoy a slippery when lit. Oh, that sounds good. I love that. And it's really tasty.
It is. I'm still on my Sir Davis kick. I've liked whiskey for a long time, but like in social settings, a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
Like after 2011 to 2014, when everybody wanted to be Hennessy people, after that, then people all of a sudden turned their back on all of the brown liquors. And I was like, dang.
Racist.
Because I like them all.
But you know what's crazy, though? I remember when we were Hennessy people. When I
still drink Hennessy.
I don't even know that girl. When I used to be taking shots of Hennessy.
You and Hannah was drinking Hennessy and apple juice. I couldn't get with the apple juice.
It was so good. It's still good, but it's just, Hennessy just does something to you. What happened? Why did I choke you?
I'm still wondering what the answer to that question is 12 years later. Anyways, outside of Hennessy, I'm sure you won't be having this in Arizona. But Vibe Fest is coming up, I know. And before we was talking about like, okay, you're excited about Issa Rae. I'm excited for you.
I still don't know what I'm going to wear.
You don't?
I don't know what I'm going to wear, and I don't know how I'm going to do my hair. I'm like, okay, I want the Martha Stewart look, but I'm really enjoying this bun. So I'm like, do I want to get braids? I kind of don't because it's hot in Arizona.
You don't want the braids?
I kind of don't because it's like, it's so hot that the braids got to be down. You know, like, even sometimes with braids, you're like, it's hot. You just want everything.
I put them on top of my head in a bun.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really got to figure this out. I got to ask ChatGPT.
You know what? That's what I do all the time.
And I do not know why I always do this. Like,
do what?
Like, wait until the last minute to do things. It's like, I don't understand. I've been knowing this is going to come, and I've been planning for it.
Well, it's actually good that you didn't, because you are so skinny. And every week you've lost 10 more pounds. So you wouldn't have been able to fit your stuff. You would have been in a muumuu.
Oh, you're right. Mm-hmm. You're right. And
your subconscious knew.
It did. It did. I have been ordering stuff. This is the first time I haven't ordered anything off of Fashion Nova. Not because I don't love Fashion Nova, but it's only because I don't want stuff to be breaking. And you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be hot. So I found a place called Lulu's, and I had never shopped there before, never even heard of them. Mm-hmm. And they have like those loose dresses that I was talking about, the light, airy things, the Martha Stewart type of vibe that I was going for. Mm-hmm. But now I'm kind of like, I don't know what I want to wear for, like, we're doing a pottery class, and I want to.
That sounds fun.
Doesn't that sound like fun? But I want to be cute doing it, so I want to get like a cute little sandal. I think maybe a little overall, and like, but I want something like unique. Like, I don't know. Basically, as you can tell, I don't know what I'm wearing. I did order some stuff. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna wear to when I lead the panel discussion or when I interview Issa. But I did talk to my nail tech, and I was like, hey, if I send you some logos, could you do my nails and make my nails fit the theme of this retreat, which is Vibe Fest, which is the magic of big thinking. It's magical. We're inside of the vortex, basically, in Arizona, in Sedona specifically. You're around all these minerals, all these rocks. Like, can you put like some rocks on mine? Like, what could we do? She was like, okay. She was like, let me cook something up real quick, and then I'll let you know. I was like, I want something that would make Issa Rae be like, what's that on your? Yeah, like, so I'm excited. I think I'm gonna do the Paradise and Vibe logo. I asked ChatGPT what they would do, and they sent me a picture. I'm gonna show it to you. It was actually, some of them were cute, some of them weren't, but they put a QR code on one of my nails. I was like, oh, that's fire. I might do it. So we'll see. I think I'm gonna get some earrings. I've been wearing these.
You.
I tried to get some the other day. My mom was like, just get earrings. I was like, what? But they're so ugly. I don't know.
Ugly?
I don't know how to pick them. Like, it's just like, you just grab the earrings.
Well, you pick a vibe or something.
That's the thing.
Or
I
think
can't
about
get the
your
vibe.
outfit or what you like. I mean, if nothing else, studs. That's a classic.
And then when you get the hoops, the dangly ones, sometimes it's hitting on my shoulder.
Well, how big are your hoops?
Well, it wasn't big. It was a dangly one. And I was like, well, what are y'all doing? And
the
then
dangly earrings, you've got to be careful with those, like the chandelier style. I think those are better for like really special occasions, hair up and all of that. And you do have to be careful. But I don't buy those normally.
You just do a short little
I do a hoop or just something else. But if it looks like it's going to be big, I won't get it online. Or if I do, I mean, I just got extras just in case. Because I have bought some like that. And that's why I have random stuff. And I have a whole costume closet.
Okay. And see, and I wish I was like that. But I'll be like, never mind. But then I don't have anything. So
yeah,
it's
they'd be
like
$2. I'm going to get it. I'm going to use it for something.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out my earrings and my jewelry and all that stuff just so I can be cute and comfortable. Like I want to be Arizona is hot. And ain't nobody trying to be uncomfortable. I want to be cute, classy, comfortable, and just have a good time. So if you guys don't know what we're talking about, I am hosting a retreat, Vibe Fest with Paradise and Vibe, August 24th through the 27th. And it's going to be a really good time. There is still available tickets if you would like to come to the retreat in person. There's a day pass. There's also a virtual experience. So if you can't make it there, then you can come. And if you just want to see the interview, you'll be able to purchase that. So go to paradiseandvibe.com and get the information. And I hope to see y'all there. I'm really, really excited about this whole situation. Like I think it's going to be a really good time. I'm hoping my mom could come. My sister wants to come. And we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, I hope y'all have a blast.
Me too. How you been?
I have been okay. It is so hot, you guys. And most days that's all I can think of. But I have been staying busy, doing a million things, everything all at once. I want to remind you guys, several of y'all DM'd me. Thank you. For letting me know that you will be at Podcast Movement next month. I'll be speaking. I actually just got an email like yesterday, I want to say. So my session is on Thursday.
Are you nervous?
No.
Okay.
I submitted for the same one that I did in March. So it's the same thing, but I have more details and I know the tweaks I want to make. So I'm more excited. Last time I was very nervous, even though this conference is the big conference. That one was like the smaller one. So I should be. And I wasn't sure which stage it was. And like reading the email, you can't really tell. So I'm looking at the map. I'm like, oh, this is a big stage. This is the big stage and the main thing. I'm on the podcaster track. So if you guys are coming to the conference, please reach out to me. You'll be able to connect with me in the app that is for everyone. Use the app, y'all. I have met some really cool people. And ahead of the conference, I would also suggest that you just browse, see who all is speaking. All of the speakers are already there. And then people, when they come to the conference, they will be on there. And I think it's like I don't be going to a lot of conferences, but I do like podcast movements, and everything for the conference is within an app. And it's like it has its own network, like social network type of thing. People aren't posting statuses or anything, but it's a way to exchange contact information, stay in touch with the people who were at your same session. Is
it like Clubhouse?
No, because you're not really like you can send a message, but it's really just so that if let's say we were sitting next to each other in somebody else's session or whatever, and we were talking and we forgot to exchange info. If you made sure to save it, I can go back, I can look at the app and see who all was there. I'll see your picture. I can send you a message. And so then you can connect offline. And of course, you can continue to use the app. And if you've been to any of their conferences, it's not a new thing every year. So I like that because I be forgetting sometimes people and stuff. Yeah. Because you meet so many people. Anyway, I am talking about if you have a podcast already, how you can go from having a podcast and it just being, a podcast and turning into something that is a live experience. That's what my session is on. I'm excited about it. There's a lot of other people there that I want to meet. My sister will be there. So she was like, oh, perfect. I'm off Thursday. I'm coming.
She gonna be your film girl?
Mm-hmm. She's like, I'll get you together. I really want her there all week, but we will see. And then also, speaking of vacations and going on trips and stuff, I want to remind you guys, I am going back to Negril, Jamaica, to Hedonism with Worst Behavior Tour. So the trip is December 13th through the 18th. If you're going, if you go sign up, the deposit depends on if you're staying by yourself or with other people. They have options for a double room, single room, triple room. There's lots of options. They have payment plans. The trip is not until December, but go ahead and sign up now. And when you sign up, make sure you let them know that I'm the one that sent you. Somewhere on there, there's a space for you to put that. But I'm excited about it. It's going to be fun. There are 2 parties every single day. I do not know the themes or any of that yet. I'll let you guys know when I do. But I'm excited about going back out there. I missed the Memorial Day trip. But I want to be back on the beach. I want to relax. Now that I have a better idea of what to expect, I'm looking forward to going. I don't have the
Are you going by yourself or are you taking a +1?
I'm taking a +1. I don't have the hang-ups that I did, even though I don't look much different. I did lose about 12 pounds since 2023, but I'm still not where I want to be, but I'm not as stressed. And I can't stress that enough because that was a big thing for me. Like, I'm walking around here butt booty naked and I don't like how I look, but I felt better afterwards, and I'm glad that I went. I'm glad I had that experience. Outside of all the wild sex type of stuff, just being there, you ain't got to worry about tan lines. If you have one of them cute swimsuits with the little mesh cutouts, I'd be having random splotches. Anyway, it's going to be a really good time. I will tell you guys more details as we get closer, but please go. If you go, DM me on Instagram. I want to know who's going. They also have a Facebook group if you are one of the people who is always curious about who all going to be there. When you sign up or if you're interested, you can be added to the Facebook group and you can kind of talk to people and you'll know what the vibe is going to be. So I'm excited about that. And then let's see, podcast movement, that book club, sign up for the book club. I forgot what the book is for August. Put it in the description box.
August. We are about to be.
Yeah. Because when y'all hear this, the book club meeting has happened and all of that. For July, I think it was called Can't Get Enough. It's a book by Kennedy Ryan. Whatever her latest one is in that trilogy.
She can't get enough of what?
Some man. It's a romance. But I do like Kennedy Ryan's romance books. They're pretty good. They're not like, it's not like Zane. It's not like erotica or raunchy, but she has some interesting stories. And I like that the friend group that it's based around, everybody's at a different place in their life, whether they're married, divorced, has kids, no kids, career, whatever. And then what else? Oh, also, my travel group, not Worst Behavior, but my own, we are going to be taking another trip next year.
Where y'all
I don't know yet. And that's what I need y'all's help with. So right now we are trying to decide between Bali. I thought about Thailand, but y'all are going to Thailand and depending on when you're going, I might be on that trip. We'll see. But Bali, I've been really thinking about that. Greece. And I think it's kind of a sign that maybe we should go to Greece. And if not there, maybe Colombia or St. Lucia. I told y'all I went to St. Lucia before, but I think with some tweaks, it might be a better experience because I keep meeting people who were either just there or they've been and they told me some other things. So I think we'll see what happens. But I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to take another trip. I ain't been in the airport in a little minute. And I want to go somewhere.
I think that traveling is just... Oh, it just does something to your soul. If it's sad, it makes you feel happy. If you're lost, it can make you feel found. If you're poor, you can go to another country and feel rich. If your skin is dried out here, you could go to somewhere else and your skin is moisturized. Like, so you get to meet other people. You get to experience culture. The food is different. The way of life is different. I mean, I love to travel. So I'm excited that so many different influencers and podcasters and just people are putting together different groups to make sure that their community is experiencing travel, which to me falls under the wellness umbrella because it does just open up your mind, open up your heart. Like you just
so many
feel
different
better.
Things. Even like how earlier you were talking about Meghan Markle and like being a good hostess and doing those little things. I was trying to come up with a ton of things when we went to Curacao in March, and that trip was great. And something that I've noticed on some trips that I've been on is whenever whoever is the hostess, they do those little things. So I did that for my group. And that's another thing that I want to make sure that I continue to carry on, is to make sure you do those little things. People forget stuff.
What did you do?
I made everybody their little gift bags. I got them sleep masks. I got them, I say a gift bag, but like, it was like a travel emergency kit kind of. There was medicine in there, motion sickness, headaches, tampons, pads, panty liners, hand sanitizer, lip gloss, sunscreen, snacks. One of those, because we were in a beach location, one of those cases that you put your phone in so that it doesn't.
Waterproof case.
Yeah, the waterproof case. That was in there. I'm trying to think of what else. Some little things to go up under your eyes in case you got puffy eyes because you was up all night or you had a long night drinking or whatever the case may be. Just so many different little things. And then when we had our boat day, I had another set of bags with stuff for them to give them. They were just like, wow, you thought of all these things. And I was like, yeah, because I'm an overpacker, so let me make it worth it.
Yeah.
And I think that you should do things like that, whether you're going on like a trip like what we're talking about, or it's your family, your friends, even just one other person. I think it's a nice touch.
It is a nice touch. It's just like it shows that you care.
And things that you can keep sometimes too.
I am taking a group to Thailand. I don't know how big I'm gonna let that group go, but
what part of Thailand are y'all going to?
We're doing 2 cities. So we're gonna start in Bangkok.
Okay.
And we'll be in Bangkok for about 3 days. And then we will, I love Bangkok. It's like New York. You can shop. The clubs are amazing. And y'all know I don't even like clubs, but I'll go twerk something in Bangkok.
I heard they do good braids out there.
Yeah, it's so cheap out there. You shop, massages, all the things that a true lover girl would love to do. We're gonna go to a drag show, and they have a really good one in Bangkok. And you know, the Asian men so small, they really look like women. They fine.
Boys.
Yeah, we're going to see a ladyboy show. Maybe go do a little naughty club. So we're going to start in Bangkok, and then we will depart on another plane and go to Phuket.
Okay.
And Phuket is like the party town. That's where the beaches are. That's where the beauty is. That is when I finally started watching the 3rd season of White Lotus. I was like, oh my gosh, Phi Phi Islands. We're going to be going to Phi Phi Islands. And I'm really excited. I've started to do some research on some things that aren't included with the trip that I want to do, like intentionally for the group that's coming, like some little informal gatherings. I really want us to get a tattoo together. How special is that? I already know what I want us to get. You don't have to get it, but I feel like you're going to get it. But also, I was looking up different like spiritual things in Thailand, things that they do. When I was in Bali, me and Ayana went to go see a Balian. That's what Elizabeth Gilbert went to go do in Eat, Pray, Love. She went to go see the Balian. He told her whole life and all this stuff happened. We went to go see a Balian. It was wild. We went to a village. So I'm looking for those things in Thailand because they have
just a good cultural experience.
Yeah, they have. So far I've seen you can see a Thai reader, you can have a monk pray over you, or you can get some sort of reading. But I want to like go into a village, whoever's down. We go to the village, we get these readings and see what they tell us about our love lives. I hope we're not crying. We probably gonna be crying. But it's so exciting. So I didn't even give y'all the information. If you guys want to come to Thailand with me on the Lover Girls Layover Thailand 2026, make sure you click the link in the description and join the email list. By the time this comes out, you'll probably be able to book the trip. So
do you have the dates yet?
Yeah, August 14th through the 20th. So the tickets will go live, and this is 2026. The tickets will go live August 1st. I'm letting our Patreon members get the tickets early, and there's only 8 early bird spots. So just keep that in mind. Go ahead and take advantage of the little discount. But Thailand is very affordable. You have to get your flight.
That's probably going to be the most expensive part.
That's the most expensive part. I remember when I went with my girlfriend, Melissa, and we spent 2 weeks in Thailand. We spent maybe $1,000. There was not a lot of money spent. And that's because we were just extra. Like, we got massages, and there was one day where we just did massage after massage, 2-hour massage, 3-hour massage, because the ladies are so talented. I'm talking about it. A 2-hour massage came to like $5 in US. I was like, when we went to the naughty club, They thought we were rappers because we were throwing the bots. You're not even supposed to throw bots, but I felt rich.
Oh my gosh.
So get your bots together, bitches. We're going to Thailand. Really excited about it. And there was something else I was going to tell everybody. Oh, you guys, and I want to apologize because I keep saying Lulu's, and it is not Lulu's. The organization that I'm telling you guys about that's in Tampa that my friend has started, it's called Lula's Legacy of Love Foundation. And it is one of the very, very few breast cancer organizations in the U.S. that specifically is dedicated to serving African-American women, their needs that they might need if you have breast cancer, even if it's you going to see if you have breast cancer. They provide wigs. They are just on a mission to bridge the gap in care for minority women, especially those diagnosed with aggressive subtypes of breast cancer. So you guys, if you would like to donate, if you would like to join the walk in Tampa on October 25th, go to www.lulaslegacyoflovefoundation.org and donate, do what you need to do. Tell a friend to tell a friend. If you live in Tampa, go walk. I'm going to try to make it, but I'm not sure if I can yet. But I would love for you guys to support the Save the Tatas 2.0 Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. Again, that's October 25th in Tampa, Florida.
All right. We are going to move on to our next segment. Now, this is something new. We'll be doing this every month. You guys have heard us talk about LifeRX a lot, right? LifeRX is a company that will connect you with different medical professionals to help you with whatever your health and wellness goals are. We have both been like, okay, we want to drop some pounds. And so that's what we've used it for. It's available to men and women. They have things for like hair loss, erectile dysfunction, energy, weight loss. I imagine if you're one of the lucky ones who doesn't need to lose weight and you actually are trying to gain, they might have something for that. I don't know, but check in. But we are going to be doing a check-in every single month for the rest of 2025. So we also want you guys, if you are on your own health and wellness journey, especially if you have reached out to LifeRX and you've started your plan, we want you guys to start sharing with us what you're doing, where you started, where you're trying to get, and what your progress is.
And also tell us how you feel. Y'all know I love a story. I'm a storyteller. Tell us how you feel before LifeRX and after. Like, and when I say how you feel, like, what does you losing weight or getting energy or growing your hair, what does that mean to you? I think that's really important to know. Like, I think that happiness for me, I even told my trainer this and I told LifeRX this, like, looking good and feeling good, they go together. They live together. And it's a piece of happiness for me to be able to look at my body and know that I worked for this. I cheated a little bit, but
you had help. You didn't cheat. You had help.
A wise person once told me, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. So
a wise person, huh?
Let us know. Check in with us. So we can check in with you also. It feels good to feel good and know that you have a community of people supporting you, behind you. Like, yeah, girl, get up and do your workout this morning. Take your vitamins. If you could take a shot, you could take a vitamin.
That is very true. So just so that we can start with the check-in. So whenever I first started with LifeRX, I think I was, and I need to start measuring. I'm going to do that. And y'all remember to measure yourselves while you're also weighing yourselves, because I know that sometimes, and this is just a reminder, sometimes we get on the scale, you're trying to lose weight, and the scale isn't moving like you want it to, but your body is still changing. You are actually losing fat, burning that off, but you might be building muscle or something else. So take your measurements too. But I started off, I think I was like 158 pounds. Way overweight for my height. I'm 5'3". That's too much. I am down to 146 as of today, right? And it's been fluctuating. I want to get under 140. That is my current goal right now. I have not been doing the greatest job. I've been taking my pills, but I need to make sure that I eat. So I realized that, like, I kind of stopped dropping pounds. And so when I had my check-in with the doctor, I was telling her, like, I kind of have been around the same place and nothing has really changed. I do need to work out. I know that. However, I was losing a bunch of weight at first, and I realized because my appetite was suppressed and I hadn't been eating as much, I wasn't eating enough, my body was still in starvation mode. So I was like, I got to get some protein shakes or something because I don't be hungry. So like during the day, what I'm going to do from today forward, and we'll check in next month and I'll let y'all know how it's going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make sure that like in the morning when I'm getting up, I have my protein shake, and don't wait until 3-4 o'clock and eat once and that not be good. I've been making better choices. Now these weekends are hard. I need to have some more activities on the weekends because that's when I do bad. And then it's like getting back to the beginning. But the good thing is when you are talking to whoever your medical professional is with LifeRX, be honest with them and tell them what's going on, because they can adjust your dosage. They can adjust what you're taking to make sure that it's going to help you. So we talked about some things, and because I didn't lie and say, I've been working out, I'm just stuck, I told her the truth, exactly what's going on. She gave me some tips, so we're going to try those. So hopefully next month when we check in at the end of August, I will at least be to 140 pounds, maybe under, but we'll see. That's where I'm trying to go. And more importantly, I have got to lose some inches around every part of my body, including this head. So we're going to see what happens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was something you said that resonated with me. I forgot what it said, what it was, but yeah. Check in with yourself, check in with us.
Getting on the scale.
I don't get on the scale.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like a new thing for me. I even told my trainer that. He was like, what's your goal? Like what's your goal weight? And the type of person I am, that stresses me out. If you're anything like me, then I'm just get focused on a number, and then I probably will quit. So
I feel you.
And I don't know why my brain works like that. So I don't focus on a number, but what I do is the things that I'm investing in now that are going towards my health and my gut health and just skin health, hair health, it's expensive. Even with LifeRX, you're going to get a discount using code CockTales, but you're paying your hard-earned money for it. And so I focus on that. And I'm like, there is no way I'm going to invest in this and waste it.
True.
And so when I was talking to my representative with LifeRX, the medical professional, I know she was like, girl, you really talking? I was like, yeah, because I just need you to know everything. I'm calling my whole diet the what did I call it? The breakup diet, because it started. That's what this whole thing started from. That's why when I say like I was just trying to get a piece of happiness, I was like, well, what can I control? Okay, I can control my health and my body.
Yeah.
And it started with the breakup diet, starting to like focus on like, okay, you have to eat, even though I didn't want to eat. So I would eat things that are healthy. I still do this. Eat things that are healthy, but will also keep you full, but you're not starving. So I stay stocked up with avocados. I follow my girl, Andika. Andika posts the best snack meals, dinner meals, and they're healthy and they're tasty. So she does sweet potatoes. So I make sure I always have a bag of sweet potatoes. I make sure I always have a bag of avocados. I cut the avocado in half. It doesn't even take long. I just scoop it, keep it in the avocado half like a bowl, get a scoop of Greek yogurt, put a little Kinder's blend seasoning on there, and I eat it, and it feels like, I know y'all gonna think this sounds crazy, but avocado is good fat. It feels like you ate a meal. If you eat the whole avocado, you really good. Like it keeps you full. Arugula. Sometimes I just be eating arugula and Greek yogurt. I know it sounds crazy, but the fact that I have lost this much weight, I was like, I want to cater to it. You know what I mean? I'm in the gym also, and the trainer is not cheap. I want to make this make sense. And so whatever resonates with you, make it just work for whatever it is that you need it. So if you don't want to lose as much weight as I did, because some people don't. Some people are like, oh girl, don't figure out your little cocktail
your
for
own
it.
plan.
Yeah, your own plan, and just stick with it. I think that's the part that I'm happy about. Not even that the number that I'm at, but I'm sticking to it. And that's hard for me. And I can't lie. If I wouldn't have been sad, I probably wouldn't have stuck to it. I'm just being honest. Like the
Maybe
check-in.
I need to get fucking sad.
No, you don't. Don't get sad. But we want y'all to check in with us, like how we checking in with y'all. Honesty.
Yeah, because it also helps. It's annoying sometimes when you know you ain't been on your shit, but when you have, it's like, okay, we can talk about this. So hit us up. Y'all use the hashtag CockTales, CockTalesRX. So we know that y'all are joining this challenge with us. And let's get to wherever we're trying to go and help each other. I gotta find some more recipes. I have been finding new ones and like trying different stuff out. I'm gonna have to send you one. I think you would like it. It's not yogurt, but you use yogurt to marinate the chicken. It's like some kind of North African style dish. And I have been making it every week.
It's good.
And I made the spice blend. You marinate the chicken or whatever meat. I put it on a branzino, bought a whole branzino, and I put it on there. It was good. It's just so good. I need to bring you a pack, just like a bag of the seasonings blend. But anyway, you marinate your meat in the yogurt. And if you didn't know, yogurt will help to tenderize it. And just plain yogurt. This one doesn't call for Greek yogurt, but that would probably work too. Some lemon juice, olive oil, or avocado oil, and the spice. It is so good. And you can grill it.
Sounds good.
It's been raining a lot. Every time I want to go to the grill, it starts raining. I'd be mad. But I got an indoor grill and I just have to open up that side door because it does get smoky. Anyway, it's good to just try these things. And I'm having more fun cooking again and all of that because I gotta make better decisions in the kitchen. Because not that I am, but even if I was working out, like you can't just work out and still eat wings every day. Even though I want to. Anyway, y'all tag us, share with us, and let us know where you are. Even if you don't want to share a picture, I guess that's okay. But still hit us up so we can all check in and make sure that we are staying on top of our stuff. By the end of the year, we can be whatever the goal is that you have for yourself. We can all be our goals.
We can all be our goals. And then by next year, when you come on the Lover Girl trip, we're doing a thirst trap photo shoot.
Oh, fun.
And you could be ready. Come on, y'all. You got it.
No edits required. Okay, so we're going to move on to weird sex. And then the rest of the show.
You said a man is not a necessity, a man is a luxury.
Like dessert. Yeah. A man is absolutely not a necessity.
Did you mean that to sound mean and bitter?
Oh, not at all. I adore dessert. I love men. I think men are the coolest. But you don't really need them to live.
Weird sex story this week. I've been finding little short ones. Okay, so this one came from Reddit. I love Reddit. So the subject is, it's not what you think. Lord, it probably is. But a woman on Reddit shared this story and she swears that it's 100% true. I don't know because it's the internet. But anyway, she was hooking up with this guy who she'd been casually seeing for a few months. Things were getting hot and heavy and he asked if he could do something a little different. She was open-minded and said, sure, thinking maybe it'd be some light BDSM or foreplay. Girl. The man proceeds to crawl to the foot of the bed, pulls out a Ziploc bag full of Cheetos, and he asks if he can feed them to her one by one. That's not it. With his motherfucking toes.
Was he paying her?
No.
Oh.
This is somebody like she had been having sex with already. It was just like, we want to take this. Well, I want to take this to the next level. And I want to show you how I like to feed bitches Cheetos with my toes. Cheetos. Anyway, she starts laughing and thinking
he's playing.
Yeah, but he wasn't. He was dead ass. So she said no. She's not into feet or Cheetos in the bed. I forgot about that part. Y'all in the bed with Cheetos? Like, we're getting ridiculous now. He gets embarrassed, tried to laugh it off, saying, I just think it's kind of intimate, That is beyond intimate. That is too close for... Why do you have a Cheeto in your toes? And then I wonder, what kind of toes you got? You got them finger toes?
He has to grab a Cheeto?
Well, maybe he's going to use his hand to just put it in there. I don't know, but it's like, and why Cheetos? And also... what happened for him to discover that he's into this? Sometimes some of the things that people want to try, I'm like, okay, this is weird. And whether somebody wants to do it or not doesn't matter. How did you figure out
that
this
you
was
liked
a thing?
This?
I would never think to put a Cheeto in my toes and feed it to somebody or be fed from somebody's foot.
Do you have anything like super weird that you are like, I'm going to do this one day with somebody who won't think it's weird?
No, I'm pretty plain Jane, actually, I think. Cause like what? Anyway, he says it's kind of intimate. She ended up letting him feed her one. I didn't think that was.
She was kind of like,
happen.
I kind of want to do it.
Well, let me see. Why are you so adamant about this? Let me check it out. Maybe you know something I don't know. She let him feed her one with his hand just to smooth things over. Needless to say, that was the last hookup. Now, I don't know if she had sex with him or not that night, but she did let him eat a Cheeto. She probably was so upset that she needed a snack. And then it was like, okay, you can go ahead and hit it, but I'm about to quit it. And I don't blame her.
She probably had sex with him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She hit it that night, but that was it.
Women always do this thing of like, we don't want to hurt somebody's feelings, so you just gonna do it. Y'all stop doing that. But I would have took the Cheetos and poured them out.
Well, I like Cheetos. I'm not gonna waste no good Cheetos. But we're not about to be playing footsie with the Cheetos. Anyway, that's it for Weird Sex. If y'all have seen anything on the internet, anything anywhere, you want to tell your friends' business, we won't share names. Send it on over. WeirdSex@CockTalesPod.com. And now we'll move on to everything else. Okay, so last week, we had Ashley on from Sex with Ashley. And we had a whole bunch of things to talk about, but we didn't get through all of them. So I saved some for us to just talk about with us. One of the things was she's a sex educator and she's telling people things, teaching people things because she learned, right? I thought about sex education and it's been on my mind a lot ever since we did the episode because ahead of the show, like planning out the show, I keep thinking like, what was I taught? I don't remember if it was you or somebody else. No, it was when I was on Poor Minds, but we were talking about like, what did your parents teach you about dating? And
dating, not sex, dating.
Yeah. And so then it made me think, after that, I was like, what have I actually been taught from someone else about sex? Pleasure was definitely never a thing like that. It was really just like, don't get pregnant. And then in school, they would tell us some stuff, but even like magazines, books and stuff, for so much of the stuff that I learned about sex early on, it just seemed like, okay, this is how you please someone else. It was never about us, or it's not about like really figuring out what you want. It's about whoever else. And I didn't really like that. I wanted to talk to Ashley about it. We didn't get to it, but I wanted to ask you, what, if anything, were you actually taught about sex from anyone, like growing up and early adulthood? And what do you wish you would have been taught that you had to learn on your own later? Did anybody teach you anything about sex for real?
You know, teach me anything like what? Because I
not
don't
positions
like,
necessarily.
What would my mom actually?
But I mean, like anything. Like, okay, for example, with me, we didn't have a lot of deep discussions about what happened. Like, okay, I know you have sex and you can get pregnant. You can also get different STIs, diseases, viruses. Some things are curable, some things aren't. But we didn't really go into details. It's like, don't do it because this will happen. And then later, like even in classes, learning like the different parts of my body and what I could touch to feel good. Like even at the college level, I took a human sexuality class. There wasn't a lot about pleasure for women specifically. And as I reflect on my life, it just makes me think. So not that your mom is going to teach you how to have sex and the positions, but like
my mom, I will say,
feelings or anything.
My mom was really hands-on and open-minded about that. Like the educational part of like, you do need to know your body parts and you need to know that safety with them and good touch, bad touch. Like she definitely went through that with us, but we had to learn about puberty at home, not even at school. Cause I don't even really remember sex ed at school. I'm trying to remember. I'm like, I don't even think I learned it.
It was like
school.
In the health class.
But
it
was
be like
very
6 weeks out of the whole school year.
Yeah. My mom made us watch. I remember it would be almost every Saturday or at least 2 Saturdays out of the month. And Malik would have to watch this video. Where'd she get these videos?
I'm gonna say, where'd she get them?
I guess the library. I guess the library. And we had to watch them separately. And me and Mecca would be together. And Malik would have his video to watch. And it was about puberty. And it was like a collection of like the same tapes. And they would have these scenarios. I remember there was one about kidnapping. And then there was one about your body. And there was different series. And it was just like teaching girls, one day you'll start your period. And my mom taught us that. And she taught us about our vaginas. This is a vagina. This is not a cookie. This is not a nookie. You know how people give it cute names? This is a vagina. And she would, one day it's going to grow hair. She would talk about stuff like that. And you might start feeling certain things. Like she would say that she never really talked about sex. The only time that she really talked about sex was when I was going to college. And I remember we were at the Parks Mall. And I think it was my last weekend in Texas. And it was me and my mom and my brother were at the Parks Mall. We sat down in the food court. I got a little bourbon chicken and rice. I love going to the mall, get a little bourbon chicken and rice. Put the juice on the rice. And we were sitting there And I'm just eating my little bourbon chicken. And my mom was like, we just want to talk to you about college. You're about to go to Atlanta. I didn't know what to expect from Atlanta. And I thought Sierra was going to be dancing on cars and step teams would be marching down the streets. I just couldn't wait to find Bobby Valentino.
Oh my
I mean, you couldn't tell me anything. I was like, I am going to Atlanta. I'm gonna 1-2 step. I wasn't thinking about sex. Anyways, my mom was like, listen, and I wanted your brother to be a part of this because you just need to know from a man, like how the men are gonna be looking at you coming as a freshman. And they talked about it in that aspect. And my mom and my brother, they were like, you're gonna have sex in college. And this is probably gonna be a time when you have the most sex of your life. I remember them verbatim saying that. And you need to protect yourself and you need to be careful. And my mom was just really adamant on, like, you know, don't be doing the drunk sex and don't. And I'm like, well, I ain't listening to nothing, but thank God. Thank God that God got my back because somebody is watching out for me. But they did. My mom and my dad, I got to say, both of them. I was talking to a guy friend about this the other day because he has kids. And I asked him, do you know your child? And he was like, what do you mean by that? Like, yeah, I know my child. No. But do you really know your child? Like, do you know if he's having sex? He's not doing that yet. He's about to go to college. He not like, have you had the conversation?
And what is it like that?
Have you had the conversation? Like, just have you had the conversation? I love that I had parents that weren't, the conversation's uncomfortable, but they didn't let that stop them. You know what I mean? They were like,
so like what kind of stuff would your dad say?
I'll never forget. My dad told me, me and Hannah were cracking. I told Hannah this story. My dad didn't want his girls being stupid. And my dad one day was like, come sit down and talk to me. And I was like, because we were crying over somebody every other month. My dad was like, you cannot be an okie doke girl. And I was like, what is that? You know, old people just be having words that make sense.
And we need to know what this means.
I was like, what's an okie doke girl? It means you just okay with everything. You don't never make a decision. You just okay. Okay, that's an okie doke girl. You know what happens to okie doke girls? And my dad started telling me about some okie doke girls back in his day. And I mean, he had a real conversation with me like I wasn't his daughter. If you go out here and you act like this with men, this is what's gonna happen. Do not do that. Every man that you sleep with is not gonna love you. I mean, he was talking to me like he doesn't always talk to me like that, but in that specific situation, he was like, you really need to get this through your mind. Like that you're gonna be sitting here sad all the time. Men don't work like that. Get up. You know that girl that she's like, stand up. But then when I was really heartbroken and it really was a loving situation, my dad could handle that differently. My dad never talked to me about sex. It was like, relationships and dealing with men, but he never was like talking about sex. And I think I'm fine with that. But my parents just wanted us all to have a level of awareness with everything. Just know what you're doing. If you're gonna do it, know what you're gonna do. And so I appreciate that. So teaching me, I think they just taught me to like, these are the things that can happen, and you don't want to be like such and such, do you?
Well, yeah.
I bet it's hard to be a parent because it's just, you really have a whole person that you hope, especially when you send them away out into the world, you hope your child's not stupid. And you really don't know until you go let them, you don't know if you got a dumbass kid.
The baby bird has to like try, and you can't like make decisions for your child forever because they don't learn, they don't know. And one day, you won't do it or you can't do it. And then what? Yeah. Like part of parenting, I think, is to give your kids the tools to be independent and to be able to do these things without having to call you for every little thing and needing your approval or your guidance all the time. Sometimes okay, but hopefully if you are thinking about this as you are raising your children, they're learning all along the way. What have you learned about establishing actual boundaries with sex for you? Not nobody teaching you this, but what have you learned? And is it hard, you think? I don't think it's hard for me to set boundaries with sex. With like what I want, what I like, what I don't like, and all of that. The boundaries that are hard for me is like the other stuff, not sex. Sex, I can be very like, no, I'm not doing that. The other stuff, that's when I make concessions. Like maybe I don't I can't think of something specific. It'll take me too long. But just thinking about how like you deal with another person when you're dating them, relationship style stuff. Maybe there's something that I wasn't okay with, or we talk about it, or I didn't even know I wasn't okay with it. Something happens, we talk about it. I'm like, I don't like this. I might not be as strong with my boundary about how somebody acts and make a million excuses or just be hopeful because it's like, okay, I do things that upset people, offend people, hurt people. And if you call me out on it, I would like some room to be able to make a change because if I wasn't intentionally trying to hurt you, okay, I didn't think about it like that. I hear you. I see it. I get it. I want to change. But I be doing that too damn much. And I wish that I would be better with boundaries in every aspect of life, not just some stuff, you know? What's it like for you with boundaries?
Boundaries with sex, I guess where I'm lacking them is I don't, if I'm being honest, I don't think I'm good at the like no means no part. Like even just on my behalf, I feel like maybe there's a lot of women that struggle with that where like you maybe don't want to have sex and you still do. You know what I mean? It's like why don't you just not go to the house? Or you know what I mean? Like if you really know that's what,
or leave the house if you're there.
I think for me it's like just don't go. Sometimes you already know the vibes of like what somebody is on. And then you already also know that you're not good at saying no. And so you're like, but I'm still gonna go and have the drink. And now here I am. He's slowly taking my drawers down. And I'm like, I didn't want to do this. And it's like, like I'm not good with that. And that is something honestly that I'm working on now. That's why I'm not putting myself even around it until I can trust myself enough to know that I can be like, you know what? No, I'm actually not going to do that. And if you don't like me after that, you just don't like me after that.
What do you think makes it hard for you to stick to, like, I don't want to do this?
It's because sometimes I think that I battle with you can have sex and not need a relationship when, if I'm being honest, I personally am not like that anymore. There was a time when it was like, okay. But then when I look back at it, it's like, well, was it really okay? Because then there was times when you having crash out moments, you drinking a lot, you acting crazy. And a lot of times it came from somebody's son. So I'm trying to figure that out. It's like, I don't really want to do that. Like, I feel like I'm starting to get turned off if you even try too soon, because it's like, this is I be feeling powerful. Like I told you that, like when I told you like not having a man in me right now, like I feel like I have so much power. I feel so light. And so how dare you think you're getting it? You know, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I just feel like, I don't know, some of my behavior, I can't even believe that I was doing that. I had fun. Don't get twisted. You know, I probably do a little, like, you know, I'm still human. Like, I still do it. But there's still just sometimes where it's like, wow, there were some people where it was like, I really laid down with you and I am appalled. Like, have you ever seen somebody out at the store or something?
Sometimes I just instantly feel embarrassed. Have y'all ever had a flashback moment and you feel embarrassed? It's worse when you see the person, you're standing there and you're looking at them, and maybe they're talking to you and you're stuck. They're probably still stuck on stupid like they were when you were blind, and they think that you just must be smitten, excited. And it's really like, I can't believe I did this shit. And you're just running through everything that you ever did, considered, cried over, and all that bullshit. And for what? I'm actually about to move on to disgust, but I'm just in shock right now because I wasn't expecting to see you. What about not like somebody you're not in a relationship, but you are in a relationship with someone, you've already had sex, and it's fine to have sex with them, but maybe in this moment or a phase or something, you don't want to do it. That's the one that's harder for me than just like, I'm not fucking you. I haven't fucked you. I'm not about to. I'm sorry that you thought that. That one's easier to say no to than somebody I've already had sex with, been having sex with. Maybe I'm sad. Maybe I'm depressed. Or maybe I'm mad at them. Or trying to figure something out. Or just not feeling great. Lately, I don't want to have sex when I'm not feeling great. It's not something to fix something. That's when shit be getting all confused and bad.
And I feel like a lot of women struggle with that. I struggle with that. Like I think I've said it a few times on the show. I was about to say on this podcast like it wasn't like I'm not part of it anyway. I've said it a few times, but that was honestly the first time I've ever really dealt with something like that, where it's like you're in a
relationship.
In the relationship and loving the person, and like you don't want to have sex, and like the person is really like, excuse me, ma'am.
Mm-hmm. But
like,
you did put your foot down. So was it easier?
And I didn't put my foot down right away. I was feeling I didn't want to have sex, and my body wouldn't. My body, I never have like a dry vagina, ever. And it just wouldn't. And I was like, oh my God, I'm trying to figure out my body. Why is it doing this? Like, why I am attracted to him. The sex is really good. Why is it doing? So I didn't want to hurt his feelings. I think what happens with me is I get so concerned about another reason why I'm taking a break. I'm more concerned about your feelings than mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more concerned about you being upset that so I won't even address what I'm going through. So for the longest, I didn't tell him. I was just, I'm a great actress, and I'm going through the motions and doing it, and performing.
Yeah.
And then one day I was like, I'm just not feeling this, and like. Like he was okay with it for like a few nights, and then after that it was like, ooh, like it was like,
okay, wrap this shit up.
Yeah, it was like the way that certain men can get, where it's like you actually feel like you get a part of my body. You're not even my husband. If you're my husband, I think I could kind of get it. But even still, this is somebody's body. I'm trying to figure it out. I do like sex, so we should all be concerned. Like,
right.
What is going on? Like, and why do I feel like it? I feel like this. It's more necessary for me to be concerned about you than it is me trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it caused like a lot of mental breakdowns, like of like me being like, dang, like he's right. No.
He's right about what?
About me being wrong for not having sex with him. And I really was like, no, wait a minute, you're not right.
Did he ever say like a reason that he felt like you were wrong for that?
Yeah.
Or it's just like, I want it and we're together.
You know, it was so degrading and embarrassing that and he didn't say this verbatim, but there were some things that he said where it was like, because of some of the things that he felt like he did for me, how dare I, at the least, not have sex with you? And I just think that's if anybody is in a situation like that, that's not okay. And I had to have a friend of mine tell me that is a form of emotional abuse.
Yeah.
And I wasn't looking at it like that because we're used to it. You're used to like, if the man wants to have sex with you, just do it. And you just do it. It's because that's not fair. You started off having sex. How dare you not drop your drawers for him now, young lady?
Men can change their minds. They can do all of these different things, but we have to stay the same.
VB Health has a simple mission, and it's to create supplements that work. And that's as simple as it gets. I absolutely love a routine for everything. You have skincare routines, you have nighttime routines, you should have a vitamin routine. What vitamins are you incorporating into your healthy routine? And one of those vitamins needs to be soaking wet.
And this is the world's first oral probiotic for your vaginal health. There's a reason that we've been talking about Soaking Wet for so long. They are a really great company. And what I personally love about Soaking Wet is that all of VB Health's supplements are made in a CGMP certified manufacturing facility. I had to make sure I was calling it the right thing. You don't want to be having byproducts in your stuff. You don't have to worry about that with VB Health. Get those soaking wet pills and get your girls soaking wet, okay? Now, if you want to have your Hello Kitty really purring, what you need to do is visit Soaking Wet, that's SOAKINGWET, soakingwet.com, and use code CockTales, and you are going to get 10% off your purchase. Or you could just click the link in the description box below, but make sure you get it. Take care of that vagina. It doesn't matter what you're using it for. You need to keep it healthy. You want your girl right. So go ahead and do it. Click the link in the description box. Again, soakingwet.com. The code is CockTales. We'll give you a little discount, and now we'll get back to the show.
I said, I'm struggling. I remember I was like, I'm really struggling with it was a lot going on. I don't know if I've said this before. My dad had cancer. And that was a lot. It was a lot of stuff going on. I was trying to get through real estate school.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to pivot into a career so that I could make more money because he didn't think that I made enough money.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so much judgment going on in the house. But it wasn't like it was weird because it wasn't like you're going upside my head and screaming and like, you ain't shit. We were still having a good time, but there would be things that he would say that would affect me. He didn't even know it affected. It was mean. And it was like, he didn't even know it though. He was just like, some of the stuff I've already said. And he was just like, well, I mean, I'm right. And I'll just be like, how can we?
We're talking about how I feel.
I'm a
There's
human.
no right
Like,
or wrong. I'm the one that is right about how I feel.
Yeah.
If I'm telling you. I think that's something too that lately I've been seeing people say a lot of things. I'm sure a lot of it had to do with the Diddy trial and all of that and people's discourse online about how they view abuse.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody was like, oh, y'all should cover it on the show. No. First of all, I'm going to get too worked up. Those kind of topics are very touchy, and something that I think that people don't realize or forget or don't consider is like abuse and control. They go hand in hand, right? But it's not always violent. It's not always loud. It's not always ugly looking. And sometimes people think, well, because he doesn't actually hit you or he shoved you, he didn't give you a black eye, somebody always has it worse. Those kind of things will have people reasoning with themselves to accept something, but like, no, it's all not okay. And the baseline should be how you actually feel inside.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else can tell you if that person hurt you really bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to, does it hurt? Like, maybe it's not that big of a deal to somebody else, really and truly. Mm-hmm. But if it's a big deal to you, it's a big deal. And that's just it. And it's you.
And that's just it. There were several times when we would have conversations about the show. Mm-hmm. And that's something that always gets like it's sensitive because it's like, it used to get to a point, to talk about boundaries. It's like, wow, like I had to work on boundaries on standing up for myself, being an advocate for myself, which if I'm being honest, I'm not good at that. Like I can be an advocate for other people, but sometimes people say some wild things to me and I'll just be like, you're probably right. I probably do need to change that. And sometimes that's not always the answer. It's like, bro, if you want to change this much about me, you probably need to go get a whole different person. Yeah. Like, I don't really know what you want me to do. I don't hide nothing. It's not like I go meet people and be like, don't nobody tell them about the pot. No, like you're gonna know in like the first conversation. You will find out
very quickly if you don't know already.
Yeah, and like not in a flexy type of way. It's just like, oh yeah, I got a podcast. Like anyways, it started to be like this conversation, and a man came up in the airport and was like, oh, I listened to the show. This is when we were going somewhere, and I can't remember, but I was like, thank you. And then he wasn't disrespectful. Mm-hmm. I always introduced him immediately because I also am really big on respect. That's when anybody's standing there. You don't just stand there.
Type this in while you keep going because I got to put a pin in that because I got something to say about them introductions.
I'll just be like, oh, yeah, great to meet you. Thanks for listening to the show. This is my boyfriend such and such. Thank you. And it started to get to the point where sometimes he would say things like, you're proud of that?
Excuse me?
And Kiki,
if you don't take your black ass home, are you not coming with me for us to do something for this thing that you're insinuating I should not be proud of? Go type on your computer.
Kiki, I would be like, yeah. And then I remember one time, one of the last times we talked, this is probably what really ended it because I went the fuck off. I'm talking about off.
Good.
I'm talking about it got disrespectful. I think I called him gay. It was, you just mad.
Yeah, when you do that, ain't really no coming back. You gotta be sure.
Yeah, I called him gay and I said some bad. Y'all know how I can get. I got there. But I told him, I said, you look at some of the things in my life as like it's a failure. And I look at CockTales. It makes my eyes get juicy. I'm not going to be crying. But I look at when anybody has anything negative to say, which hasn't happened in a really long time, but anybody close, normally family members or people close to you that don't know how hard you worked and how much, just what Kiara and I have gone through to just keep going. And the work that goes into it. And I remember I was just like, wow, like we were in therapy. All of them, that whole year in therapy, I was really just in there fighting for my life. Like just getting tossed around, fighting for my life. Like, what the fuck did I do to deserve? Anyway, I was like, let me tell you something. I was like, we took something that was nothing. I whatever you got going on, anybody who took something that was nothing. And we had, at one time, there was nobody listening to this show. Kiara and I, two woman band, traveling, deaths in the family, dealing with depression. We don't always get along. We took something and we saw a picture and a vision and we stuck to it. You know what I mean? Like, that
why
is so disrespectful. I just remember being like, you look at that because you have.
Why did he say that though? Like, what was it about the show that he felt like you shouldn't be proud? Is it because he was trying to pretend to be conservative?
No, it was, when we would have like serious conversations, and even though they were still, to me, it was just rude, but we just weren't gonna, it just came out that we just weren't, this wasn't gonna work. Mm-hmm. I was with somebody who is so militant with everything.
And
like,
he wasn't even in the military, right?
He wasn't, but he worked very close with them.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very just like structured, to the point where I thought it was so attractive. Like when I first met him, I was like,
I remember you talking about that.
It was so attractive. And I still think structure like that in people is attractive. Like just like this type of discipline, the type of, I look at people, whatever you've built, whatever you've done, whether you're an entrepreneur or you work for somebody, like I think I respect it. Anybody's hustle. And he did that. And I was like, wow, like 6 figures before 30, all of these accomplishments that he had on this list that he actually met. I was very like proud of him. Mm-hmm. That's so amazing that you stuck to that and you didn't come for money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when he met me, even though he knew everything about me, like you already knew I wasn't like you. There ain't no way you walk in my house and think I'm like you. Like I don't have color codes in the closet. That's how, yeah, I don't even, it's something beyond organized, because even when we started to blend our lives and I moved in, that ended up being an issue, because when we started living together, it wasn't like mine. I was like, this is ours. And it was like all of my stuff. He would be like, don't put that there, but put it here. It was just OCD to the point.
It's like you're a stayover girlfriend for the weekend versus living together.
I remember I told him, I was like, I can't even get comfortable because you take everything and move it because the excuse is it's not organized. No, it's not how you want it. Mm-hmm. And so it just, everything was like that. And so he started to look at my life and just nitpick everything. Like, you don't have your life together. Look at my life and look at yours. Verbatim. And it was just like, oh, I don't know if, and I would really just sit in the car and cry and talk to other people in relationships and be like, is this how this goes? Are people in the house dealing with this? And surprisingly, I found out a lot of people are. Like married people. Like, you're in the house just being ripped apart. Like, and Kiki, it was just, I learned a lot about a lot. Myself, people, paying attention to things, partnership, because that was another thing. It was like, he only looked at partnership, being a good partner, as being able to contribute financially. And this was always an argument. That's not the only part of partnership. Yes, you need to be able to contribute. There are so many other things that people need to contribute to a partnership that matter.
Yeah, everything is not money.
Who is going to love in this? Like, who can you even? We didn't have the capacity to give each other what we actually needed when it got down to the nitty gritty part of like just a relationship.
What did you need that you were missing?
I need love, like love,
but
kindness.
When you say love, what you mean?
When I say
how would somebody do that?
You do that by
just the missing parts.
Being able to emote. I know what you feel because you're gonna know what I feel. Mm-hmm. Happy, sad, angry. I can tell you that. But if I gotta try to figure this out, like, because you just don't tell anybody anything, and this isn't funny, but I know it was funny. That was why I went through the journal. Who the fuck am I with?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Like, I couldn't take it anymore. I was like, this doesn't make sense. Like, I was like, I have to know what is your emotion.
Wait a minute. So what was y'all doing in therapy? He would
talk in therapy, but that's not, if you're someone in therapy and you can only do this in therapy, she not in here with us.
Do you think that maybe he thought, I know that I'm the right one between the two of us. So if I say it with a third party, she's gonna tell her what I already been
never
said.
even happened. And that almost, if I'm being honest, most of the time we would sit in therapy, the therapist would be like, I was right. Like, and it wasn't about right or wrong. It was about like, do you see the other person? If you tell me you would like for me to change something, good or bad, healthy or not, if I'm in a relationship with you, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna change it. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes.
Do you take a beat to see, like, do I think I even want to change this, or do I like how I am? Do you do that?
Mm-mm.
Oh.
And that's why I don't need to be in nobody's relationship.
You're right.
Because that doesn't, that
you
is.
should. Because how you feel?
Yeah. How do you feel?
Yeah.
And I feel like, well, I don't really know. Like, I really.
Well, I feel like he had you fucked up, and that's wild. Like,
it was
what?
wild.
You got me going to therapy, however often y'all would go. And this is the only time you want to talk? I think if I was in your shoes in a situation like that with someone, I would want to keep going because it is like, this is the only time I get to hear it. So let's hear it.
It's the only time I get to hear it.
And if I still have feelings, like, I want to work through this. That
And
has
to me,
got
I
to be
think
exhausting.
It was exhausting. It was scary. But then it was weird because, like, relationships and love is so weird because then we still had some beautiful moments together. Even through all of this, it was like everything wasn't a lie. It's not like I was sitting here like telling the stuff about our relationship. It was like, I'm really like, No, it was like, it was great. And then it just wasn't. Like, it wasn't.
I think when you still want something and you're still in something, it's easy to, like, no matter if it's 27 things on the pro list and 137 on the odd, it's still like, I don't care. I mean, I care.
I love
but
you.
I love you. I'm going to work it out. I'm going to focus on the positive and not get stuck in the negativity. Yeah. But then,
and when you ask me, what do I need? This is what I need. And this was always the fight. And this is, again, why I'm not dating, because I don't know if I can find it. But I say need. I would like for you to not give up on me. I'm the type of person where it's like, I don't really give up on people. I don't give up on people. I believe in you, and you know it. Or I don't. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to be with you. You know what I mean? It's like if I'm with somebody who's trying to be a rapper or something, and I really don't believe in you. Like, I'm not... Like, I don't want to tear you down.
If it's
like,
something that you're working towards, right?
Not
just like who you are, like, and hoping I'm going to change when I am happy with who I am. But I'm working towards something. This is what I'm going toward. You can't give up because it's not on your timeline.
Yeah, that. And there was no uplifting. Like, the things that, like, not that the cheering is always necessary. I don't really need a lot of applause, but like from the person that I'm in a relationship, I do. Like, I'm the type of person where I do need you to say, like, I really see you and you're doing a great job. I remember, we getting real vulnerable. I remember, but I've been reading a lot about shame, and it talks about how, like, if you hold things in, it just festers and you feel even more shameful because you're like, dang, like, you don't share that. Nobody went through that. When 9 times out of 10, everybody has a lot of embarrassing shit that they're still putting up with.
Woo.
There was a moment where we had another conversation. My car wasn't clean. And normally it is, but I was really stressed. Again, we're in therapy and...
You had a depression car.
I was in real estate school. I was stressed. I was trying to pass the test. I was trying to learn. I don't do good and stuff like that. I was crying every day. My dad's sick. Everybody falling apart. Like, my whole family. It just felt like everybody was having an attack on them. When I say don't give up on me, like, I need you to see me. I need you to pay attention to things. We would be sitting there talking about, so he'd be like, I don't know why she's acting like this. You don't?
You know. All of these outside things, plus what I have actually shared with you. You didn't have to play a guessing game. I'm telling you. You see it and you're confused?
So I was helping out some people in my family financially, which I really shouldn't have even been doing. But again, I'm going to do it. Sometimes
love will do it.
There's certain people in your life where you're like, listen, we're going to figure this out. He thought that was irresponsible. Okay, you're a liability. You're going to, like, it was like everything was like, you're going to take all my money and spend it. He never said that, but it was like the actions were like that. So I remember he had said, I forgot what I was about to say. He said...
This happened on Next Gen NYC for my girls who hit me up and said, y'all been watching.
I seen some people in the comments saying that was a good plug that you told them about. I ain't started watching it yet, but
yeah, it's an easy watch. I love watching rich people go through rich people shit so that I can escape
wish
my
I had
regular,
a little
regular
rich people shit.
life. Yeah, you gotta watch it on TV, and then it's just like, okay, well, you know,
This
it's
is what
an
I was about to
escape.
say.
Okay,
My car is not paid off. I have never had any shame about that. My car is not paid off. I never have had any shame about that. He was
most
like,
people got car notes if they got a damn car.
I don't know who he thought he got into a relationship with, and I don't know how you thought. I just don't know.
Living?
Maybe because you know how people say, you know how people really are like, you are your circle. Like I know I've got everyone around me is somebody or making money. Not that you're a famous person, but you just have done really well. But also, I'm like, some of them still got car. Anyways,
people be having car notes, and it's depending on what you getting a loan on, especially homes. You don't need to spend up all your cash, even if you had enough cash to buy it. Well, a car is different than a house, but you know.
It is.
It's just like,
the car
why
note,
do you have to, why are you making me feel a way about a car note? That's weird.
The car note became an issue. He
Why?
was like, I have 3 cars. And
well,
they're,
give me one.
just listen. I have 3 cars. We're really sitting here I think we were even on a date at dinner.
On a date?
I have 3 cars and they're all paid off.
Check, please.
And I'm already in the relationship. I wasn't check, please. I was like, can you just pay it off? Oh, that set it off. Kiki, I have PTSD. I don't want a man to buy me dinner. Don't ask me if I need anything. I don't want your money. And we need to be very clear. I don't want anything from you. I have never been that type of person.
You have turned into a white feminist.
If you ask, I have PTSD. I truly do. I don't know what the fuck these niggas want. You want to lead. You want to not. You want to help, but then you mad.
You want to be in charge, but you want us to do the same work. You want to be getting a promotion, but we got the same motherfucking job. Hell no.
I never even said I don't want to work. I was like, I have a car note. I don't really know what you want me to do. That's my situation. This got really bad, and I can't believe that.
I can't believe it's over a car note.
No, there were several other things. At this point,
other things. Yeah. I mean, this was. I can't believe that he would get worked up.
It was
over
something
a car
different.
Note, you know?
It started to be something different about me. And then I'm not going to share his business on here because that would be disrespectful. But if I told you some of the things that he did, everybody really would be like, okay, go to Thailand now and just move into the jungle and raise the elephants. Because what is you doing? Like, I really was like, okay, you gotta. It's weird because I feel like I've dated every type of man. You can't let the man that looks good on paper fool you because that's what happened. And he looks great on paper, but what do we look like in real life? And it's interesting because I feel like I don't look good on paper, but I feel like I do look good in real life. And I'm not talking about physical. I'm talking about like who you are at your core. How you show up for people. You help people even if you don't got it. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about?
That's wild. I think that I think that's what upsets me and annoys me and why I log off the internet so much and I don't be wanting to talk to anybody on there for real. Because so often you see these things. Like you just said, you want to lead, but then you want this. And y'all are arguing about you financing a car. Many people finance cars and a ton of other shit, right?
And many men would just be like, okay, let me get you on track. Let me get you on track and let me show you how to do this. This wasn't a trick situation. He really had me feeling like my last person that I was dealing with would have never had me even. If I would have, first of all, I don't do that. I'm not like, pay my car note. I don't do that. I can pay it. The last man though, when he has kind of come back around like, what happened? I told him some of these things and he was like, that's absolutely wild.
It is.
That's absolutely wild. There's no reason to make somebody feel so bad about it. And it made me even more mad because it worked.
Yeah, that's really
what you get mad at. You're like,
you
it
realize
worked. You got me in here calling suicide hotlines. I can't. I was like, I can't do this. And he doesn't think he did anything wrong.
That's a goddamn shame. I don't want you to say what it could be if there's anything, but do you think that now being so far removed from that relationship, is there anything that you felt like you did do wrong?
Yes.
And that's crazy for you to be able to say that so quickly, so confidently. and you know that this other person didn't. I think that when relationships don't work, no matter what kind of relationship, whether it was a real relationship, situationship, whatever, when it doesn't work, you gotta realize you did something.
Yeah.
It couldn't all be on the other person. I've definitely done my fair share of really trifling things. A lot of times I be acting like a nigga, and that's why I feel like I know what they be thinking. But we'll save that for another day because we gonna move on.
Yeah.
We still ain't get to the rest of the stuff.
We
That's all
still
right,
ain't
'cause
get
we don't have to
to
worry about our
it.
notes for a while because we got plenty of topics. I wanted to make sure we had an overload. But
Yeah.
thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
That's crazy.
It
And if
was
y'all
crazy.
are going through it, have a private moment with yourself. If you feel like you can relate right now in your current relationship with what Medinah has shared, maybe you need to ask yourself if this is really where you want to be. I love to remind people just because somebody or something looks good on paper, it does not always mean that it is. And you need to think about how you feel. That's why I don't like interview style questions on a date. That coupled with some other things is why, like, I don't all the way mind defining a relationship. But sometimes I feel like people be so focused on that, they don't ask nothing else. I will tell y'all this really quick. I went out with this guy and his family. And I can't remember if I said this last time we were recording, but anyway, I'll say it again and just skip ahead 2 minutes. I was talking to his cousin and she was like, oh, just hang on. Like, he's really a good guy. And she was saying all this stuff as if she knows that he didn't introduce me as his girlfriend. And so she's assuming that he is pussyfooting around. It's me. She's assuming it's him. And I'm just like, but you're also saying all this, and you saying that lets me know you don't really know a lot about what is going on between us, which is fine. I don't expect you to. But it's interesting that people always assume that men are the one who can't make a decision or won't commit or whatever. It's me. I can say that. And if somebody asks, I have no problem being honest about that. And then with him, we can talk about that. You got to talk about those things.
You do.
And don't let other people pressure you into getting into something. Whatever reason, whatever hang up you have or whatever, be honest with your person. And maybe they'll understand, maybe they won't. But you have to take what comes with that before you start accepting shit you don't want.
And let me just add one more thing to that. The family stuff that you just talked about. I also think that there's this, people assume that, like, you know, if you're the youngest girl of a family or like you were spoiled or girls get treated a certain way. Pay attention to how people are with their family. There was a moment where, and I did see this, I just didn't really know how to, sometimes you don't know how to deal with something.
It?
Yeah, how to deal with something. There would be some moments where we would be doing family stuff and everybody in the family would like, almost like praise him in this way of like, it wasn't outright weird. It wasn't. But there were moments where it would be like, why are we all only like, it's almost like he was on a pedestal to everybody in the family. And I was like, at first it was beautiful.
Is it like he's like,
because he's done
youngest?
well for himself. I think it's because he's done well for himself
okay.
at such a young age. And stayed on track and not done anything wrong, which I think you should know your kids, because I would be like, oh, y'all don't know him. You know how sometimes you're looking at people like, oh, y'all don't know each other.
You don't know the hot tea.
And pay attention to some of the things. I remember one time we were at dinner and someone in his family had said that he doesn't ever show emotions. And when they said it, he had got really upset. I was like, don't say that. And I was like, I say this all the time in the house. And I knew y'all knew I wasn't.
That was making you feel crazy.
They weren't making me feel crazy. He would make me feel crazy. Everybody says it's about you.
And then he was like, don't say that.
He was like, he didn't say don't say that. He was like, that's not true. But the way it was, you know how you just look at how something.
That was what was meant. It didn't have to be verbalized.
And I was just like, And I'll never, when we had really broke up and I was crying, ready to die, and I called his mom one day. Never mind. But I did ask. Sometimes you need to ask, like, what's going on with people? What was he like when he was in school? Can you play basketball? Because that basketball team, I'm telling you right now, and then I learned some stuff. He never made the basketball team. She said it really, he won. I didn't know how bad little black boys really want to go to the basketball league. And I asked my brother.
A sport.
I said, Malik, did you ever really think you were going to the NBA? He was like, yeah. And I was like,
they all do.
Why did you think that?
Because he was tall.
And he
was
really
taller
was
than his
playing
sisters.
basketball. And I was like, something I was asking my friend who we coached in the AAU. I was like, how many of them go? He was like, it's probably going to be 2.
Yeah.
Niggas think they going to the league.
It's not. There are millions of men in this country alone. Half of y'all 90% of y'all that thought y'all was going will never make it. 10% of that 90 is going overseas. And that's it.
And so I didn't realize how deep that had affected him though. So then I started paying attention. One day we went to my friend's party. I'm gonna keep this real quick. Oh, I'm so sorry, God. Went to the party. I was like, well, everybody, my brother can play ball. I've seen him play. He can play. He's not league ready. And my dad can still play. He can, you just see niggas can
He's not
play.
gonna be playing like me.
Yeah. Well, I thought that my man could play. He got the old school car collection. We went to my friend's
Them cars
party.
ain't got nothing to do with it.
I don't really know what has to do with it. Genetics? I don't know. But we got out there and we're at it's my friends. It was a mansion party. The guys start playing. It was some hood niggas. They was all like, let's play ball. And he went out to the play. I was drinking with some of my girlfriends and I looked and I was like, what's going on? No,
Did he go play?
he went to play. And it was bad. I mean, I was looking from a distance and people were looking like, who is this? And I was like,
How he get in the game?
he was shooting like he was gonna make it and didn't. He was trying to dribble and
Did you feel embarrassed?
I felt embarrassed, but I just kept drinking.
Yeah, that'll wipe it away.
Mhm.
Unless you do something.
It was
But
bad.
I would rather do something and cut up and show my black ass before I sat there and watched
And I was like,
and got
okay.
secondhand embarrassment. I just want to be embarrassed by my own shit.
But he don't think he do anything wrong. So he wasn't looking at it. Like he thinks he can
He
play.
thought he did good that day?
I think he
that
thought-
day?
Yeah. And I think he thought he was gonna go to the league for real. And he think
It's still there. That's crazy. That's another thing I was talking to Lex and Dre about. And we were like, don't invite us. If you know that you might embarrass us, like go have your guy time.
yeah.
I don't want to see that. Because now I'm looking at you different.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to talk to you nice. I'm shamed.
yeah.
We down at the function. You over here. Tag me in. Shit. I feel like I might be able to at least keep up
I
with you.
can't play, but
I know I can't. But if you're not playing good, this is dumb.
yeah.
Come in the kitchen and help us out.
See,
help
just
the
sit
ladies
down.
out. Mm-hmm.
So
Well.
yeah,
Y'all ever been through anything like this? Any aha moments? Anything that you can share with us?
Yeah, are you in it now? Do you
Mhm.
sit in your car and cry?
Do you need help?
Do you need
Are you contemplating hurting yourself or someone else? Because, story for another day. We're going to move on.
Mhm.
When we come back, it'll be time for the advice. And if you want to send us something, make sure you email us advice@cocktailspot.com. I have to run and take it.
I have
You
to
do too.
too.
Okay, we're gonna run. We'll be right back. I hope I didn't have. Okay, good. I don't see that.
I was looking too. Sometimes I wonder.
So we were like, let's go. Nothing happened. Yeah, stop it. I've definitely thought about that.
Okay. We're
we're-
starting at
Advice.
Okay.
And you just do that one. I'll skip this one.
okay.
We're ready. You start with Medinah.
All right, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, so we are back with advice. If you guys have any advice that you need from us, if I was listening to the show, I would send in an advice letter anonymously and get some advice from Kiki and Medinah. So I'm going to start it off. This one is titled, Am I Doing Too Much for a One Night Stand?
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, hey, Kiki and Medinah, I love y'all. I've been listening for years and y'all have gotten me through some wild dating phases. Okay, here's my dilemma. I'm going on vacation soon and I already know what I want. Did we already read this? This is one where she's like, do I get a yoni, steam?
Do the one that says, can I recycle dick from my past life?
Okay.
That's under my name.
Okay, we're doing a different one. Can I recycle dick from my past life?
Maybe.
I think so. Hi, Kiki and Medinah. So I need y'all to weigh in. I've been single for about a year now, and I've been trying to stay strong and not recycle any old situations. Oh, good luck on that. But there's one man who has me in a chokehold. We dated way back in college. Great sex, good vibes, but he was immature. Fast forward to now, he's reappeared, looks better than ever, and he's been saying all the right things. Problem is, I don't know if I'm genuinely interested or just stigmatized by the memory of what that thing did to me in 2015. Is it ever okay to recycle a dick from your past, or is it always a trap? Signed, reformed, but reaching for the roster. I like that. That was such an honest question.
You can do it.
You can do it.
Now, okay, that's my initial reaction. What you want? Because you got me confused. Why are we questioning this if this was a sex thing? Yeah. Do you feel like you about to catch feelings, or is there some you don't know? End? Like, what's the deal? Was it always just a sex thing, or were y'all dating and then you realized later this was like a fuck buddy thing and I was glamorizing it? Like,
or did you think you were dating and he was hiding you? Like, was your confidence shot because of it? Because I get that now. If it was something like that where you were having sex and it was secret sex and you really be sad, maybe you shouldn't recycle it. But if it was just like...
If you were having a good time and it was like, whether anybody wanted something else, how did you leave the situation? Are your feelings hurt? If your feelings ain't hurt and you're okay and he didn't do anything like disrespectful, it just never turned into anything, I think that's okay.
I think it's fine.
If he flat out disrespect, no, don't go back.
If he's in a relationship, don't go back. If there's like a key part of this that you've left out on purpose to make this sound like it's okay, don't go back.
Don't go back.
Yeah. I've been telling some of my girlfriends that have been sharing situations with me. This is what I'm saying. If the man is going to have you crying all summer, do we want to be crying this summer? No, this is a beautiful summer.
You don't want to cry in the summer. You don't want to cry in the fall or the winter. We want to have good lives. We want to be happy. Do you know what happens when you spend all day crying? You look stupid.
Yeah.
Dusty, hair uneven, ashy, sad, fat face. You don't want that.
I wish I could show y'all a picture of me in October and now.
My photo memories popped up on me from 2020. You be like, butterball turkey. I'm skipping Thanksgiving. That's a goddamn lie. But that's how it made me feel. And I was like, why are there photos?
What's going on? Well, are you sleeping with men you don't need to be sleeping with? Because that'll do it.
Are you depressed and eating every goddamn thing?
Yeah.
And not really moving?
Yeah. Do a check-in. Sis. And then you answer that question. I think it's okay.
Get a dog and walk her every day. That's going to help you get to moving. Because I got to take my girl out. Mm-hmm. And when I don't, she cuts up.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe I need to because I ain't moving enough. Anyway, that's it for advice. If this is a safe dick to hop on top of, send us a cocktail, girl, after you do it. Anyway.
Because I'm not going to lie really quick. I'm not going to lie. While I'm not having sex, there have been a few people that were okay to unblock. When I'm in a relationship, I'm in a relationship. And if niggas not going to act right, you got to...
You was blocking niggas while you was in the relationship.
Yeah, because you can't be... So, some people just don't... Stop! Like, just stop. And so there are some people that were... It's like, they were cool. They're great. And I am unblocking you. How you doing? I'm not hopping on the dick. But if I was going to hop on a dick, I know which dick I would be hopping on. Mm-hmm. There's a safe one. We all got a safe one that we can fall back on.
Or a few. Anyway, we're going to move on to the cocktails. If you have a cocktail that you want to share on the show, make sure you email it to us. CockTales@cocktailspod.com. Okay.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a
So this one says what? I thought I had this on. Oh,
you have it
hell
on?
no.
What?
This too damn long. We're not reading this. I'm so sorry. Smitten and digmatized. We will get to you next week. This is very long. That's okay. We will read it, but it won't be today. I would like to go home and make my own cocktail. And we got another thing to do. So, we won't have it this week. But y'all keep sending them in. And also, I would like to know, I've been curious because that Cheeto shit threw me off. What kind of stuff have y'all been into or curious about trying, whether you've done it or not, that you kind of feel embarrassed about? Send it to us.
Oh, I do.
Like, send us an email or something.
Yeah. Or send us a voice note. Only if you're good at telling stories. If you're not good at telling the story, just write.
Yeah.
Write it.
And I would prefer you email it just in case if we can use it or something.
I wonder if we could have ChatGPT read a cocktail.
Yeah.
It would sound dry, huh?
No, you don't be talking to ChatGPT.
I've never
like your
talked to
homegirl?
mine. Because to me, that's weird and it's scary. Like, shut up, girl.
The nerve of her. That's what made. Oh, at the moment that I talk to you like a person instead of typing it with my thumb, that's weird. Okay, well, we're gonna go.
We're gonna go. You guys, click all the links in the description.
Yes.
Make sure you check everything out that we have going on. Travel. Donate to the Breast Cancer Lula's Love Foundation. Book club, Kiki's Pop, all the things. Just support everything. We love you, love you, love you.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye. 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 Population. Goodbye. Bye. 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 Bye.